Welcome back. You're live with Expresso. Thank you so much for choosing to kickstart your day with us. We now get back onto probably the most vital issue, certainly from a Cape Town, but I think from a South African perspective, looking at the ongoing drought. And certainly here in the Western Cape, the water crisis has recently been declared. And I think it's the worst that the province has experienced in a century. So, of course, while individuals like ourselves scramble for ways that we can save water, the municipality and the greater collective are also tackling the problem head on. And to give us our latest update on the water shortage here in the Mother City, Councillor Xanthea Limberg from the Mayoral Committee of Utilities now joins us this morning. Xanthea, very good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
Xanthea, you've been very busy at the moment. I know you're also sick, so thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, Xanthea, thank you very much. I think every time I look at a picture of Theewaterskloof Dam, it is heart-wrenching just to see what the real situation is. But I know that the City of Cape Town is currently in the process of implementing water pressure measures. What exactly will this entail, and who will most likely be affected?
Well, yes, the dam situation is still very critical. Our dam storage levels are now at 19.6%. And with the last 10% of the dam's water mostly not being usable, dam levels are effectively at 9.6%. So it is very, very serious. The city is doing ongoing reduction of pressure within the reticulation system, and essentially this means that we're reducing the pressure, meaning less water flows out to your individual properties, and so when you open the tap, the flow would have been reduced, and this saves us about 25 millimeters of water. So from this week onwards, we are intensifying that pressure reduction, and it might result in intermittent cut off of supply. But we do want to urge residents, when you do notice that you aren't accessing any water, it's only because we're adjusting the pressure, and you will come back online. But in the meantime, perhaps keep a spare bottle of water while we adjust the pressure, because in some parts of the city, we have to do that adjustment manually, whereas other parts of the infrastructure, we're able to do so automatically.
Xanthea, to speak quite plainly, some of the visuals our viewers are seeing on screen at the moment are Theewaterskloof Dam, where I went about a week ago, and it is bleak. It looks like we're about to run out of water. What happens if, or should I say, when our dams run dry? What will be put into action from your side?
So with the existing levels of dam, as well as low levels of rainfall, our current water reserve should take us up to September. So the city has an emergency task team that is working on an emergency task or plan every single day. This looks at accelerating a number of supply schemes. And then in addition to that, it looks at all of the equipment we need to provide lifeline supply in the form of water tankers if we reach worst case scenario. In the meantime, all of our supply schemes that we are in the process of accelerating are on track to provide a yield within this year and early next year.
Thank you, Xanthea. I do know that we are expecting some rain over the Western Cape and the northwestern interior as well over the next day or two. Will this bring any kind of relief for our water sources at the moment? I know that it's not probably going to do anything to the water restrictions currently in place.
Well, yes, there is some rainfall and actually storms predicted starting from this evening and stretching over Thursday. But while this rain is welcome, we need to have continuous rainfall over many weeks for our dams level to reach a sufficient level. It potentially will take our dams 3 years to properly recover. And so the City of Cape Town therefore appeals to residents and businesses to keep up water-saving measures and not to relax their efforts, and that the level 4 water restrictions that we passed at Council last week is still in place. Because of the impacts of climate change, we cannot guarantee that we will get sufficient rains again, and so we will have to continue our saving efforts.
Xanthea, thank you so much. Hope you feel better, but thank you so much for the efforts. I've seen you all over the press at the moment driving that message home, and we'll continue to do what we can to drive home the idea of water saving on every level of life. It's not just the municipality and our mayoral committee, but it's up to individuals like you and I at home there.